The Yakima Valley Museum is a special place. It's the heart and soul of a community. When you don't have an understanding of your history, you can't go forward together into the future. All you have to do is walk through the front door and find that it represents you.
We are a wonderful crown jewel of the Yakima Valley, a really unique space where the community can really come and see exhibits that feature all the stories of the area and really showcase why this area is so unique, regionally, statewide, and even nationally.
A lot of people don't know much about the east side of the state, and we want to be known and share our stories with them.
We are not collectors of stuff, we are tellers of stories. So we have all of these things, and they are entertaining, but they activate a further curiosity, a further understanding, and a desire to learn more about the future.
One of the things the Yakima Valley Museum does so well is making sure that we're capturing all of those diverse stories from all of our communities here in the valley, so that when people come to the museum, they see something that looks familiar to them, and they see something that resonates with them. The museum has the challenge of trying to tell all of those stories, but with that challenge, we also have the opportunity to try to capture all of those stories and to make sure that we're doing justice to all of those and being truthful. When it comes to inspiring innovation and instilling or encouraging creativity amongst people, we have an opportunity to show people examples of how some of our predecessors have overcome challenges.
Generations of people before us knew Douglas well as a controversial figure, but he was also someone who drove a lot of important legal decisions. He was a boy who grew up here. He was a man who had a home up in the hills here. And he was someone who we can learn from in terms of the drive that he brought to the work that he did. In considering that, a few years ago, we decided to give the first of its kind William O. Douglas Award. As a result of the award, Kathy Douglas Stone was impressed with what the museum did, and her family foundation gave us $1 million to develop educational events and programs around the things that were part of William O. Douglas's legacy. This year, we're doing a symposium on water rights. In this valley, we have a limited amount of water that needs to be shared among a diverse group of people. And we're proud that the museum can be part of taking the conversation forward, of stimulating conversation, of community and collaboration.
I think when we talk about history, it's always something that it's in the past, and I think that's definitely somewhere a museum can offer up those opportunities for people of all ages. It's still very real, it's still very where we've been in not so long ago, which I think is very surprising to people. So I'm looking forward to finding new ways of offering, learning opportunities and opportunities for fun at the museum for younger generations too.
And I think that the goal for kids when they come to this museum is to see their active part in the creation of history, and it could be as something as simple as the bee exhibit or the mountaineering exhibit inspiring a career. It could be something as simple as seeing the iron lung and realizing how far we've come in medicine.
My grandkids just ask all the time to come to the museum, and the first place they want to go is here, or else the Cabinet of Curiosities. Really interesting corner of the museum that kids can touch things. They love this particular exhibit because they can tie knots, they can lift weights with pulleys, they can learn about topographics by playing in the sandbox. It's thanks to the many donors that we have that we've been able to do that kind of extra teaching and have different methods of learning. We're proud and we love what we have here, so we want to protect it for the future generations.
For some of us, it's a shared history for generations here in the valley. For others of us, we come into the museum because we're bringing a new story and we want to be inspired to see our story told for generations in the future.
Thank you for trusting us with the stories of the community and continuing to support the museum as we head into the future.
What's your favorite thing about the museum?
It is about looking at tigers and dino bones and putting the toys down still. My favorite thing is like the sand. The sand goes up over my hands.